Hello, this is Tony Buxaviles from the Staten Island Slim Down as well as Staten Island Boot Camp and Staten Island Personal Training. First of all, I want to thank you for your attention and I want to congratulate you for getting to week number 6. We are over the hump and I have some very good news for you. The first piece of good news is that the exercise program is going to remain the same. So you can download the report right underneath this presentation. And remember, your exercise program is broken into Section A, Section B, and Section C. But you've been doing it now for the last couple of weeks, so there probably won't be a problem at all with following it because you're familiar with the program. It's going to change next week, though. But in the meantime, it's the same exact exercise program. You're doing your resistance trainings with, like I said before, Section A, then Section B, then Section C. Here's the difference now. The nutrition program is going to remain the same, except instead of doing 2 days of no starchy carbs, yep, you got it, 3 consecutive days of no starchy carbohydrates. Now, you may have been experiencing a little bit of energy lull, a little bit of discomfort by doing this program, or doing this part of the program. But here's the deal. By doing this, you are influencing your body to start tapping into those body fat stores. So it's really important that you absolutely try to do your best or commit to do your best with that part of it. Now, here's an option. If it becomes really, really challenging for you and you really feel that it's a bit overwhelming, you can do 2 consecutive days, skip a day, and then do the third. All right? But you really want to put your best foot forward with doing the 3 consecutive days of no starchy carbohydrates. So for this week's lesson, you've come such a long way. You may have totally changed your lifestyle in the last 5 weeks. And I've gotten privy to hearing some tremendous success stories about people who are changing their lifestyle, losing weight, feeling more energy than they have in just 5 weeks. Now, we're past the halfway mark. You should really have enough momentum to carry you forward on to the end of the 10 weeks. Now remember, the end of the 10 weeks is not the end. It's really just a new beginning. And what's going to carry you forward here? Well, it's really important to keep in mind that you're developing a whole new sense of belief. And some of my favorite movies that I've watched 80, 90 times at least over and over again, there is an undercurrent theme of having belief. The book says that with the faith of a mustard seed that you can move mountains. And some of you have done just that. Some of you have moved mountains. We want to make sure that you get some skills in order to continue to fortify your belief and utilize that as one of your major resources to keep moving. In the movie The Matrix, the character Morpheus says to the character, or talks about the character Neo, when Neo starts to have a breakthrough. Really, that's what we're looking for here, his breakthrough. And one of the people says, what happened to Neo? How come he's operating on such a higher level now? And Morpheus answers very, very calmly, he's beginning to believe. And really, that's going on with you right now, is that you are beginning to believe. 5 weeks ago, your belief may have been a little bit shaky. But what helps to reinforce that belief? And really what it is your commitment to action. Is that when you don't believe, you inertly say, why bother? But when you get into action and you start seeing results, you really start to see that your belief starts to yield things for you. And that's so important, is that you believe. Now, now understand this. Your belief needs to continually be conditioned. Just like in the process of the Staten Island Slim Down, each part of your conditioning builds upon itself. And as you start to build upon your conditioning, what starts to happen is that every step improves upon the previous step. So it's the same thing with your belief. Your belief must be conditioned. So here are two strategies that you can implement in order to continue to condition your belief. Number one, talk only about what it is that you want. Now, many people, comedians especially, have been famous for being what we call, using what's called self-deprecating humor. And self-deprecating humor kind of is when you put yourself down in amusement of the audience. Well, we're not going to do that any longer. And it's not because you're going to walk around like saying, I'm the greatest, even though internally you may feel that way. But it's when you speak about anything that you're looking to go after, career, relationship, finances, of course your health and your fitness, your relationships with your children, whatever it may be, you only want to speak about the positive, only about what you want. Language is so important because language is really the iteration of ideas or the iteration of thoughts. Thoughts have power. Thoughts have gravitational power. So when you speak about whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're sending out power and energy only to gravitate to you what it is that you want. So start with that language. You don't want to say, well, this is so hard, I can't do it. You want to switch that into, this is a challenge, I'm up to it. This is a challenge, I'm up to it. Because I guarantee you, the next 4 weeks or next 5 weeks are going to be just as challenging as the first 5 weeks, maybe even more so, because you know what? As you've moved forward, you're going to start demanding more of yourself. And as you start to demand more of yourself, you're going to start to reach a little bit higher. In the beginning, it might have been, the tough part was getting started, but now that you're getting started and you see now what you can do, you're going to start demanding more. So watch that language. The other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you reinforce the vision of yourself, of what you want to be and what you want to look like once this portion of the journey is completed. Now's a great time to take a picture of what you want your body to look like. As a matter of fact, while you're doing that, you can even create a vision board of other aspects of your life that you want to have, that you want to be, do, and have. My wife and I both have vision boards in our bedroom. And in the vision, if I were to show you my vision board, you would see exactly what the aspirations of my life are. Pictures of how many clients I have, pictures of me speaking in front of large audiences, pictures of my son going to school, pictures of what I want my wife to be able to achieve and how I can assist her in doing that. Take the time out to do this, because as you reinforce that vision and you start to combine it, well, what we refer to as transformational language, right? Because again, Staten Island Slim Down is not just about losing weight or even about getting in shape. It's really a metaphor for taking control of your life. So we don't want you to just transform your body. We want you to transform whatever aspect of your life that you're looking to see about having transformed. So utilize that language, utilize the vision, take the time out to do the vision board. Write things down, whatever it is that you want to be, do, and have. And if you can get some pictures, put them on the board and implement them and get to work. And I guarantee that you'll see within the next 7 to 21 days a whole new breakthrough. And this is what we want for you. So in the meantime, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Get to work. And I'm going to end this presentation as I always do with those fine words: put your heart and soul in your goal.